It might be July, it might be August, yeah.
Could be July.
Could be.
Okay.
We're still trying to finalise a few things at the minute, but in the next week or so, I'll know like 100%. If Rabbit's Face pulls out of the fight with Caballero, then I'm in with Caballero. So if the Joshua fight doesn't happen for whatever reason, then I'll get me shot at 3 times against Caballero and I'll take it to Wembley.
I never will fight with Tyson. No, I say this more time. He's my brother. He helped me so much for the fight, for the first fight with Mahmoudov. He bring me to the Riyadh season.
If one of them gets clipped, the fight's not happening.
Do you think that we're in danger of not seeing that fight because these guys keep taking these warm-up fights?
You've got to respect he's earned the right to have his run out. He's been out the ring, he's been through a lot of trauma. But then again, like you said, anything happens in boxing. Then Fury said, you know what, he's having one, I'm having one. We potentially push it back later in the year. Does it happen? We all just want to see it now.
The boxing world is on fire as Tyson Fury finally breaks silence, officially revealing the August date for the long-awaited clash with Anthony Joshua. Fury also dismissed contract and venue debates, insisting he does not care where the Joshua fight happens, only that he is fully ready for it.
It can happen in any of our back gardens or in Japan. Doesn't really matter to me. I just want to do the fight. We're old enough, we're mature enough, we're both at the same stage of our careers. Fucking fight. I don't care about he said, she said, I want this, I want that. Let's just have a fight.
But where do you want the fight?
I'm not really bothered.
Surely you want it in the UK.
It doesn't matter to me if it's in UK, Ireland,
Morecambe,
Guernsey, wherever you want to put the fight on, put it on. Whoever's paying for this fight, which I don't know who's putting the fight on, I haven't got a clue. There's that many promoters involved now, it's like, who the fuck's putting the fight on? I don't know. I could meet a random guy outside and think, well, this guy's putting the fight on. I'm like, I can't say he's a liar or not because I don't know.
Even more than that, Fury has stirred controversy by putting the Joshua fight in jeopardy, suggesting Christian Prenga could completely derail and demolish those plans.
You both come through this fight, so...
We've been in these positions before, haven't we? Back in 2019 and 2021. So it didn't happen then. So listen, every fight's dangerous, no matter who you're fighting. If you're fighting a binman, it's dangerous. As you saw the other weekend, you had a 1-0 guy fighting Alexander Usyk, and there's been all this talk about how great he did and whatever. And that's just a guy who's having his debut against the undisputed champion of the world. So listen, anyone can beat anybody in heavyweight boxing, as we've seen over the years. Peter Rademacher fought Floyd Patterson in his debut as well, and put Patterson down about 4 or 5 times. So yeah, anything can happen.
If the Joshua fight falls through, Fury is backing Ajit Kabayel as a replacement option, alongside also mentioning Daniel Dubois as another potential opponent.
And I'll take it to Wembley. 3 times heavyweight champion of the world, Ajit Kabayel, this big destroying man, who I've known from being a young lad, and help promote him, manage him, look after him, everything.
It's with Spencer.
Yeah, of course. Do you know what I mean? So that'd be great.
Would you fight Dubois?
Dubois, yeah, of course. Fight anybody. I don't give a shit, man. Who would fight? I thought Dubois did a beautiful job in his last fight against Wardley. It was an unbelievable fight, by the way. Congratulations to both men. They knocked the shit out of each other, and it was very entertaining while I was watching, for sure.
Fury keeps his options open, but when it comes to Moses Itauma, he completely rejects the idea, saying he brings nothing and he is not interested in fighting kids.
Nothing but obviously money, yeah, for sure. My prize fighter, show me the money and I'll do the job. But at the end of the day, if there's not big money involved, what's the point? Doesn't have a belt, doesn't have nothing. What is it? What's it for? I've proved myself when I was 20. Proved myself 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, fucking 37, 38. Still proving myself. I don't need to fight fucking... Do you know what I mean? Listen, Moses, good kid, great boxer, everything, brilliant. But unless it's going to be like big money, why would I want to fight Moses?
On the other hand, Carl Frosch highlights the real reason behind the talk, suggesting Moses Itauma could even beat both Fury and Anthony Joshua if they shared the ring.
Well, you've got Parker as well within that sort of level. He beats Joseph Parker. For me, quite easy. Don't want to give Parker any sticks. He's had a great career and he's a great fighter. And then you've got Anthony Joshua. So if you're looking at the levels of opponents and where he could go, I just think he obliterates all of them. I think he beats all of them fighters. I think he beats AJ. AJ's not fought for ages. He's been done himself a couple of times. The only one left that you could mention there is Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is well past his...
While Tyson Fury shows no interest in a fight with Moses Itauma, he remains open to facing Ajit Kabayel in a major heavyweight clash. The discussion around this potential matchup has sparked debate in boxing circles, especially with the possibility of a vacant world title on the line. Some analysts believe Kabayel is currently ranked higher in terms of form and consistency, with an unbeaten record that sets him apart. In contrast, Anthony Joshua has suffered defeats, while Kabayel continues to build momentum without a loss in his career so far.
If a situation plays out where Tyson Fury fights Ajit Kabayel for the vacant WBC World Heavyweight title, we can't really say that he's ducking Anthony Joshua. I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can duck Anthony Joshua for a world title shot against an unbeaten contender, widely tipped to be number 2, 3, 4 heavyweight in the world. He is considered right now to be better than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's not in the top 10 in the world right now. If you look at the Ring magazine, Anthony Joshua has been beaten. We've never seen Ajit Kabayel get...
Dev Sani has also added context to the situation, arguing that Fury cannot be accused of avoiding Anthony Joshua if he chooses Kabayel for a world title fight. He explained that Kabayel presents a tougher challenge in theory, even if it brings less money and attention compared to Joshua. According to Sani, choosing a more difficult, unbeaten opponent for a championship would reflect a focus on legacy over financial gain. In that sense, he believes it is exactly the kind of decision fans claim they want from elite fighters.
In theory, it's a harder fight against Ajit Kabayel, and it has a world title on the line, and he probably makes less money in that fight than what he would against Anthony Joshua. It's a smaller fight. So I don't think you could ever accuse him of ducking AJ if he fights Kabayel for a world title, because isn't that what we want from fighters? Don't we want our fighters to be choosing legacy? That's what he'd be doing in that instance. He'd be choosing to fight in a less lucrative fight, which is more difficult, for a world title.
As debate continues around whether Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua will actually meet, opinions remain sharply divided across boxing. Some believe even small setbacks or tune-up fights could once again delay the showdown, especially with both fighters carefully managing their careers. Others argue the scale of the event is too massive to fall apart completely, pointing to the financial pull and long-standing demand from fans. While uncertainty lingers, the boxing world remains split between those expecting delay and those convinced the fight will eventually happen.
You know?
Yeah.
That fight will happen.
Yeah.
100%.
I believe so.
Do you really think that Tyson Fury, AJ, and all the team around are going to go sleep at night knowing they're not going to earn that amount of money?
This is how we know he's a baby, don't we? This fight's been spoken about for 10 years.
Yeah, so was Mayweather-Pacquiao. They always end up happening because the money's through the roof.
Amid ongoing contract drama around Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, the biggest sticking point remains promotional control and where the fight will actually take place. Sports journalist Ade Oladipo highlighted comments from Eddie Hearn suggesting the agreement leans heavily toward a UK venue. He also pointed to confusion in the public discussion, with claims and counterclaims circulating about who truly knows the final decision. While negotiations continue behind the scenes, the uncertainty over location is becoming one of the main factors delaying final confirmation of the fight.
Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury contract states venue must be in the UK, says Eddie Hearn. Yeah, like, has to be. There's been some talk about America. I think Dana White, post Chris Billam-Smith, Ryan Mazzicki was doing his little scrum, and he says, ask Eddie if Eddie knows where the venue is. I know because I've been involved in the negotiations. Eddie hasn't. That's what he's getting at.
Oladipo also dismissed suggestions that the fight could land in the United States, stressing that a British showdown between two of the country's biggest stars should happen on home soil. He argued that anything outside the UK would feel wrong for such a historic event, even joking about the financial power behind the promotion. At the same time, he acknowledged that with such massive investment involved, promoters could ultimately decide whatever suits them best, showing how money and tradition are both colliding in the build-up.
And then I saw someone tweet like it could be at the Allegiant Stadium in America. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, you can't have... No. AJ and Tyson Fury, two Brits, need to fight in Britain. sound like Reform right now. That being said, if I'm putting up near $250 million, I do what the f I want.
Despite all the noise and ongoing debate, the boxing world still wants to see Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua finally meet in the ring. The anticipation keeps building as fans and experts continue to weigh in on who would come out on top. Alexander Usyk has also shared his view, suggesting he would step aside and watch if Fury faces Joshua. When asked about the outcome, he leaned toward Joshua as the future undisputed champion, a statement that sparked strong reactions and added even more fuel to the discussion.
If Tyson Fury send the fight with AJ, I do step back.
And watch, as a fan, who do you think wins that fight? You've boxed both of them twice. You've been...
AJ win. It's future undisputed champion, you know?
Does that make you feel pretty good, Eddie Hearn, hearing that?
Amazing. The table nearly flew off.
On the other side, Andy Ruiz, the man who shocked the world by defeating Anthony Joshua, has offered a different take on the potential Fury versus Joshua clash. Reflecting on both fighters, he pointed out Fury's unique height, awkward movement, and ability to control range, while also noting Joshua's recent performances have not fully convinced him. Ruiz suggested that Fury's style could cause serious problems for Joshua, especially if the fight turns into a tactical battle, and ultimately lean toward Fury having the advantage if they meet.
What do you think?
I think that's going to be an interesting fight. You know, I fought Anthony Joshua. I haven't fought Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has a weird style. He's tall. He fights tall, you know? Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of see Tyson Fury winning that fight. I wasn't too impressed with Anthony Joshua's last performance, but you know, he got the job done, and you know, move on to the next. I think maybe Tyson Fury might get it. You never know. Depends how awkward he is. If he boxes, Anthony hasn't fought anybody that boxes around and moves around. So,
echoing a different stance, Derek Chisora has shared a bold opinion on the potential Tyson Fury fight, suggesting he sees Joshua winning inside 4 rounds. He explained that Joshua has now found a stronger direction in training, with the right influences pushing him to perform at a higher level. According to Chisora, that new structure and discipline has helped him settle into a better rhythm in boxing. He believes this current version of Anthony is more focused, more dangerous, and capable of ending fights much earlier than before if the opportunity comes.
I believe he fights Tyson Fury. He'll beat Tyson Fury in 4 rounds. It's quite good that he's found somebody he can actually look up to, because for the last couple of years he was a slow thing, and then plus the strategy. What happened last year with our friend and his 2 best friends, he's found somebody who can actually push him to his limits and see what he can do, and so far what he's doing works for him and he likes it. When you read him on boxing, I believe he fights Tyson Fury 4 rounds. He'll beat Tyson Fury in 4 rounds.
Chisora also added that Joshua now appears to be surrounded by more grounded influences, including fighters who value family life and stability. He suggested this shift has helped Joshua mature outside the ring and find better balance in his personal and professional life. In his view, being around disciplined and focused champions has strengthened Joshua's mindset and long-term goals.
He's found a role model in somebody who's a family man. So now he can actually build his own family, find a wife and kids, and make, you know, do you understand? Because before he was hanging out with everybody was single, and so now he's hanging out with somebody who's got family, and all those Ukrainian boys are all married and got kids. If Alexander says he's going to be undisputed.
And as Fury's recent comments sparked debate on the future of this mega bout everyone wants to see, Derek Chisora has continued his outspoken take on the heavyweight picture, questioning the reliability of Tyson Fury's comments around the Anthony Joshua fight. He suggested Fury often speaks confidently, but cannot always be taken at face value, especially with negotiations and fight plans still shifting.
Listen, Tyson can say whatever he wants to say. You know, he's gonna talk so much crap. AJ's having a warm-up fight. He's been through a lot. You know, it's in Saudi because the war is down, so we are going to Saudi now for Riyadh season. So, listen, the problem with Tyson is just jealous. Because AJ will do more numbers, more viewers, than he's done on his fight on Netflix. This is simple maths. You know, He's gonna come there, he's gonna talk crap. He can talk so much crap, but end of the day, I say this now, Tyson and AJ will knock him out in 4 rounds.
Another major factor that cannot be ignored when discussing whether Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua will finally happen is the financial side of the fight. Estimates around the bout reaching £100 million have kept expectations high, with some believing the numbers are still strong enough to make it happen. Even with debate around timing and negotiations, there is confidence that the demand remains huge. Fans continue to insist they would all tune in, proving the commercial pull of this showdown has not faded.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I genuinely believe it's the numbers. 100 million they get it done, but I reckon that was there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's 100 mil each now?
Yeah.
You still think there is?
Yeah. Don't matter if people are like you and I going, oh God.
No, we're still going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it. All my mates are going to watch it. Everyone I know is going to watch that fight.
Opinions remain sharply divided around Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, with Simon Jordan offering an unfiltered view on the potential clash. He described the fight as something that feels inevitable, but questioned its overall appeal and suggested it does not carry the same excitement on paper as previous heavyweight showdown. While he acknowledged he would still watch it, he admitted he is frustrated with Fury's public approach and communication style, arguing that constant tension around interviews and criticism has taken away from the build-up.
My view on this fight is it's an inevitability that it has to happen. What it actually means, it means little to me, because whilst I will watch the fight, I'm not going to go and see it. I'm tired of Tyson and his bullshit, so I'm not going to give him more courage than I absolutely have to. I accept it, but the fact he doesn't want to talk to us and engage with us because he doesn't like criticism, I think is crap. This doesn't feel like much of a fight on paper. Is it little more, for want of a better expression, than a glorified sparring session? I mean, we saw him against Jake Paul.
Paul Smith offered a slightly different angle, agreeing that the fight is an upgrade compared to recent opposition, but not by a wide margin in terms of competitive level. He also highlighted the personal challenges Anthony Joshua has faced, including emotional setbacks and the rebuilding process both mentally and physically. According to him, this entire period is effectively part of Joshua's preparation, almost like a training camp within a training camp, as he works toward being fully ready for Fury and the demands of that fight.
It's an upgrade from that, I would suspect.
Yeah, it's an upgrade.
But other than that,
it's not too much of an upgrade with the opponent. But again, what happened with the accident, what happened with his friends tragically passing away, and the rebuild that needs to happen for Anthony mentally and physically, I think basically look at it this way, that's part of the Fury build-up, that this is part of his camp. This is probably a training camp within a training camp to get to Fury.
This heavyweight story is no longer just about Fury and Joshua. It is about opinions clashing, futures shifting, and a fight the whole world still refuses to let go of. From contract drama to money talks and brutally honest takes, every angle is adding more pressure to a showdown that feels closer than ever. But the real question is still hanging in the air. When the bell finally rings, who actually proves they belong at the very top of boxing? If you want the next update as this saga develops, stay tuned and subscribe, because this one is only getting bigger from here.